And here we are for the book launch party. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So such an exciting day for G today. Why don't we just go ahead, introduce yourself, G. I'm Jillian Whitney, for anybody who doesn't know me. I'm the host of this shindig today because I could not have my buddy launch her book without me going, happy dance. And I can't believe 2 weeks ago we were sitting at a coffee shop talking about this day, and here it is. Geez, so woohoo! So why don't you tell people who you are, what you do, and what this new book is?
I don't even know where to begin. So first of all, for those curious, I shortened my name here for the sake of the exercise, but it's Gehan Haridy-Ardanowski. I go by G for short for obvious reasons, and I'm in the North Dallas, Texas area. I'm thrilled to be here today. And Jillian, thank you for having me. I am the founder of Golden Synergy Touch, HR consulting, LinkedIn training, UMAP strategy, all the bells and whistles. So lots going on with me right now. And the latest and greatest is I can proudly do the thing that people talk about wanting to do and share. I am an official author. And I'm actually having it played here too, just for posterity. So I'm very, very excited again. Hold it up. Yes.
So exciting. And so we're here for the launch of G's book. And why don't you tell everybody the title? What's the title?
Oh my gosh. It's From Satan to Sensational HR. And it's 7 ways to humanize evil human resources. So thank you for holding that up. Yes, hold it up. So this
I love it.
I got multiple copies here, and I've ordered many more, and I'm so excited about this. And I'm tickled today. So
I'm excited. I'm so excited for you. And we'll share some stats in a second, guys, and let you know how G's doing on her book launch day. Because it's always an exciting moment when you actually see yourself up on Amazon and you're like, pinch me. I can't believe it's happening. And so it's an exciting day. I kind of liken it to like the stork brought the book, the baby book arrived, the stork brought it. So I kind of love that. So G, let's just talk a little bit about what's your book about? So why don't we start with what your book is about? Awesome title, awesome cover, but what's the book about?
So I have 20 plus years of human resources background, corporate, consulting, all of it. You name it. I've been there, done that. I've had tons of good and not so good experiences throughout. And essentially what the book is based on is a talk that I gave a few months ago for an organization called Disrupt HR, and we're globally known over 10 years. And all over the world, you have HR speakers just thinking outside the box and sharing very dynamic concepts. And thanks to 2 very special people who I'm sure are going to tune in today, Tamika Sears and Holly Norton, I was invited to do a talk in Tucson at their inaugural event a few months ago. And I did this Disrupt HR talk based on a show that I had seen a couple years prior. And from that talk, I was encouraged to write a book and basically outlining just a few of those simple ways that people in the human resource profession can, dare I say, become a little more human in moments, because again, not everyone's always in their right seats on the bus type of thing. You've got people in front of people who might not need to be, and all kinds of dynamics going on in the profession. So this book was really written just to share some reminders, but it's not really just for human resources. It's for leaders. It's for people who are curious. It's for people who keep saying they hate HR, but reminding them that people who get into the profession do not do it for the vanity or the money or the what have you. It's really a service-driven role. So that's a little bit of why I wrote it, just to share some quality reminders. And as a business compliment, thanks to the encouragement of one of our mutual connections, Michelle B. Griffin, who I know is out in the audience as well, just really wanting to take this, expand upon it in the form of a mini book. So here we are.
Mm-hmm. And what do you define as a mini book? What's that in terms of your book? I'll actually tell people how many pages it is. Comes in at 76 pages. So a mini book is what?
It's, you know, and it's interesting because the number, they say anywhere between 5 and 10,000 words. It's based on a model. I'm going to throw out another name, and I know at some point we'll go back and circle back on some of this. And oh, I see Michelle B. Griffin there. So Michelle B. Griffin introduced me to an individual. His name is Chris Stanley, and he wrote the mini book model. And for anyone out there who ever wants to write a book that they think, you know, it's very daunting, they don't have the time for it, the mini book model it's a faster way to get to market, if you will. So after she introduced me to this concept back in April, I went through a book draft writing exercise by sheer coincidence, the timing of it, and really just to focus more on that 10,000 word mark, because it was basically taking the material from my talk and incorporating it into a book, but expanding upon it, which I did with 2 additional points. So the book itself has about 7 chapters, and I don't know, I want to say maybe around 12,000 words or so.
That's great.
In fact, that's something, remind me, I need to get that stat because I need to figure out how that works. But yes, it's roughly that. So very exciting. And beyond just giving the talk and getting in front of people and sharing the message and then writing, it's just the process of all of it aligning and reminding ourselves of doing the thing that we talk about wanting to do, but sometimes we get stuck in here. And Jillian,
Mm.
you know, 3-time author, and I know you're always working on something new, and you have the most amazing newsletter on LinkedIn, which, by the way, network, if you're not following Jillian Whitney, please, a very, very good, dear friend of mine, author, coach of mine, just incredible human being. But she also writes an amazing monthly newsletter. And that's basically a way to expand on other ideas as well. So if you're into writing, you want to share, there's so many opportunities on LinkedIn and beyond.
That's so true. That's so true. And I have to say that I bought a copy of the book. I was one of your advanced readers as well, and been very involved with your whole journey of publishing. And I just have to say that even if you're outside the HR industry, this is a great read. This is applicable. I have nothing to do with HR. For goodness sakes, I'm a live stream and video coach, so it's like, this is not my industry. However, although I have written a book about job search, so there's video in the job search. But anyways, the thing that I liked about this book is it's applicable to anybody that works in an office environment. So anybody who is a manager, you do not necessarily have to be evil HR. You could just be an evil manager as well. And
Nah, we don't have any of those around.
no, but it's actually just, thinking about, it's all about people and working with people in an office. You need to be a person who becomes sensational. That it's that social stuff that's so important. And gee, I think your book is applicable to anybody in that environment who wants to say, how can I become a better people person? Because we're not all born like this, especially if we're introverts. Introverts want to just sit in their office, keep the door shut, and say, make an appointment. That's how I was when I worked in an office. It's like, please stop talking to me so I can do my work. And if you're not naturally a people person, I think your book is a great way of humanizing folks. So that's why I felt it very natural to write your first review. So there you go.
Which, thank you again for that. And you're spot on with all of it. Yes, it's tailored toward HR based on the fact that it was based on a talk that I gave to the HR community. But to your point, it's really applicable to anyone. In fact, I just had a conversation last night with another good friend of mine and one of our other beta readers in this. And, he reminded me of just as a leader himself. Like, he's retired now, but he even told me, and I asked him, I said, can you go back and put that in a review for me, please? Because he had told me earlier on that this book is something that as a leader, and he's in sales, he said if he had a team currently, he would take this book and use some of those steps. And it's 7 chapters. It's very digestible. It's an easy read. And I keep telling people almost laughingly, and you can probably agree with this, but if you know me, it's written in my tone.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the one thing that I don't care for rigid content. I don't want to get bored easily. And I try to amuse. And I also want to, shed some light too on a personal note, because many people, especially on LinkedIn, have been with me. I've been on this platform for 16 years. I've been working for, over 20 some odd years. And I reference some of those places and people in the book. But, just to give some additional context behind some of the decisions and the departures and what happened in my experiences. And, again, back to what I said earlier, people who get into the profession don't do it for the money. They're not, there's other things that they can do with their time. They do it because of the calling, and they're driven to it. And that's the reminder of all this. So going back to how it really does apply to everybody, it's also just, again, that human aspect of things. And it sounds so cliche, you just keep going back and forth, humanizing human resources, but there's merit to it.
I love it. I love it. So since human resources is all about people, I'm going to start bringing some people into our live. And all of a sudden I realize I have my pink brand color, which totally clashes with the red. Jillian's not perfect. So anyways, we have Jeff joining us, and Jeff Young, always love him. He's a super, super buddy. He calls you and I G-Force. So Jeff Young says, Jillian and Gehan just purchased the paperback and should get it Sunday. Namaste. So that's just awesome. And just so everybody knows, G's book is available in Kindle and paperback both. So she has both. And so that's kind of a great way. Options are available. And of course, the special today is on book launch day. She's making the ebook available for 99 cents. So if you want a great way to support G and get your hands on a book today, we'll put some details in a second on how to get to it. But let's go through more people. So Tyra Bremer, help me, G, if I'm saying anybody's name wrong. Hi, friends, here in Texas with a smile on my face to celebrate your new book. Woo, G. And
thanks, Tyra. No, she's fantastic. She's here local to me, Dallas. They're great friends. So just a phenomenal human. So thanks.
Yay. Fran Byers is here. Morning all early on the West Coast. Yes, today is actually one of those days where I'm happy. I'm in Texas, baby. I'm in Texas today. I'm actually I'm just down the road from G. We could have done this in the same house.
I was thinking that actually. I was thinking to myself, gosh, I wonder if we should have tried to coordinate that. But then I know you're about 45 minutes, I think, from me even. And it's interesting too, because of our relationship. I mean, and if I take 1 minute just to talk about
it's your party.
Well, and I'm seeing the names coming through, and I love that we're getting for everyone. And I know Fran is a huge supporter of both of us. Fran's just amazing. But one of the things that I love about LinkedIn too is just how people connect. And for context, Jillian and I have known each other for 4 years. And for those of you who might remember somewhat about me, a few years ago, 4 years ago, I was just dabbling into video. I'd been laid off from one of my permanent roles at the time and trying to figure out how do I get strategic and how do I stand out. And Jillian, as the phenomenal video coach she was, I was introduced to her. And from there, she became my video coach, my business coach, my life friend. I mean, she's just an incredible human being. And we were doing all of this, for starters, when she was on the other side of the world in Israel. And she has since been all over. I followed her travels, and she's stayed. I'm in closer contact with her than I am with some of my own family members. So I'm just beyond blessed to see everyone here supporting us today. So let that serve as a reminder of the power of LinkedIn, everyone, because this platform can do amazing things for all of us.
Yes, and we met for the first time 2 weeks ago. So
yes.
I had to come to Texas.
4 hours almost.
Yes, and the interesting thing is, I told you 6 months ago we would meet this summer, and you said, yeah. And I said, no, we will. And here we did. We met, and now you're launching a book. I couldn't have said that 6 months ago. So just amazing how the universe all works. So Kathleen Ferris, hi friends, tuning in from Southern California. So happy to celebrate G and all her love and light. Book launch fun time. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a nice comment.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Very nice. Very nice. Leslie Nidick. Hello, G and Jillian Whitney. I'm excited to be here for G's book launch. P.S. Hello, all tuning in from New York. Yay! Yay!
Just phenomenal conflict strategist. Go look her up, y'all. She's amazing, Leslie. Everyone on here, please connect with each other. That's what I love about these. There's some phenomenal names in the comments. So definitely look them up. And send notes, by the way. Send reminder, hashtag connect with intent. make sure that you send those connection notes that you know
Well,
every night.
yeah. Unless you're on the free plan, then you could have maxed your 5 connections for the month. So today we'll give you a pass. Connect with people in the network, in the, that's what's kind of cool about being you. It is a party when you're in the comments of a LinkedIn Live. It is a party. So go ahead and connect. It's Friday. People will give you a pass if they saw you today on this live. So it's good. Holly Norton
from Tucson, one of my ladies.
Hi, everyone. Wouldn't miss this for the world. Volta. Oh my gosh. Can you say Volta's last name for me so I don't mess it up?
Volation Smith.
Okay, great.
Volta.
Hello.
And Volta, a very good friend of mine here in Dallas, I will tell you very quickly, if you have the paperback version of my book, she actually did the, and you might have seen a post on it recently, but there was a picture. Oh, thank you. The back cover photo of me. So there you go. Yep, it's right there. Yep.
There we go.
Volta did that. Volta is phenomenal. So definitely follow her.
Oh, nice. I didn't know she did photography. I've seen her stuff with the painting. And by the way, she's another author here. So, it's like, go check out Volta's books on Amazon because she's got some amazing stuff. And her painting is just like, oh my gosh. And I believe she was part of the LinkedIn Creators Program too. Yeah. Amazing videos. Amazing videos. Yolanda Chin, congratulations. Gee.
Another phenomenal friend. She's local here too that I had the pleasure of meeting a while ago. So yeah, she's fantastic. Everyone here is fantastic. Blake is fantastic.
I like the little horn. Leslie goes, she's got the little horn, which is so fun. It's so
speaking
fun.
of, I totally forgot. Speaking of horns, I didn't even share my prop. So everyone, unfortunately, this could not get into the camera view, but just FYI, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this whole hybrid angel devil type motif. So.
Oh my gosh. You might even, and you're sporting a gold satin or shimmering jacket there or shirt jacket there. And I love that. And it's like I'm sure soon you'll have the whole costume, half devil, half angel. It's like I'm envisioning you leading the charge. It's absolutely great. It's absolutely great. I love it. Frank Prendergast is here. It's just now we got some folks coming in from across the pond today. So which is lovely. And that's what's so nice. Frank is amazing. And he's such a great guy. I've had him on my show before. Awesome guy. Just love Frank. He says, congratulations, G. So it's just so nice. Holly's woohoo. So I love it. We've got more horns. Yolanda's tooting those horns. Woohoo. I love it. And Leslie says, I am doing a happy dance in my chair. That's good. It's like exercise Friday. We're doing a happy dance. And that's the nice thing about doing these book launch parties is that you just get to celebrate with friends. You do get to celebrate with friends. And it's just so lovely. It's just so lovely that everybody's here. Shelly Piedmont, I am so happy for you, G. HR pros need this book. What a lovely testimonial.
Shelly's, again, another amazing career coach.
As they say, from Shelly's mouth to Amazon's ear.
Thank you.
That's what we want to have. That's what we want to have. And then Kathleen Ferris. Yes. We have Mindy Stern joining us. Hooray, G. So I think you're going to be doing some stuff with Mindy next year. You're going to go talk to her job seeker group. So that's awesome. Yolanda says, celebrating you, G. More horns. I love the horns coming in. Volta says, you did it, G. And it is absolutely an accomplishment. It's a wonderful accomplishment. I love the props. Who gave you the idea? Let's give the shout out. Who gave you the idea for the props?
Oh, of course. How could we forget the amazing Anna Morgan? So Anna Morgan, hashtag career BFF, another phenomenal human being and one of my beta readers. I just love her to pieces as well. And yeah, so we were talking about some of these things that had suggested, oh, you need something. And I've been wondering, what do I do? Oh, do I do this? And then she suggested something like this and I found it and kind of running with it. So we'll see.
Uh,
We'll see where all of this goes. I'm still trying to frame this out because I'm thinking that this is going to be bigger than just the book. So more to come.
More to come, more to come, more to come. And Pranay says big accomplishment. And absolutely, it is a big accomplishment, a big accomplishment. And Mindy says author, author. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if I have it up. Let's see. I think I have it up. Okay, I'm doing my best here, guys. Okay. So here we go. I want to share that G is G on the let's see, I got to go over here. Hopefully you can still see me. So here's G's book on Amazon, From Satan to Sensational HR: 7 Ways to Humanize Evil Human Resources. You see that you can get it today for 99 cents on Kindle. If you're actually a Kindle Unlimited reader, you can actually read it for free, which is always kind of cool. And then it's available for paperback at $9.99. So what I want to show everybody is, and of course, when you come here, you'll see the whole description and what the book's about and all that sort of stuff. But what I want to scroll down and show y'all is in the product details, bestsellers rank. Okay, so G is now in the 100 top bestsellers rank for Amazon. She's number 13 in human resources and personnel, number 43 in human resources and personnel management, and number 78 in the 2-hour business and money short reads. So we're going to pop over and see her. Do-do-do-do. She is a Amazon bestseller. Gee, this is just like, I wish I had some special audio effects. It's like cheers going in here. And the amazing thing is, this is top 100 paid. So you earned this, G. You're in the top 100 bestsellers. And if we scroll down there and we get to it, there you are. You are currently sitting at number 13 at the beginning of the day. So let's see where you are by the end of the day. But that's quite an accomplishment to be right up there at number 13. And what I also want to show everybody under new releases, this is Amazon's hot new releases. G is number 2. So it's like, wow. And this is like the whole world. This is not just like Texas. Texas is like the whole world, such a big state, but this is the whole world, folks. So G is at number 2, and let's get her to number 1 by the end of the day. I think that would be awesome. Awesome. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with everybody and show them what was going on for you, G. So I think that's pretty darn awesome.
Oh, Jillian, for those of you who you wouldn't know this, but Jillian just shared this information with me right before this started this morning. I had not even once thought about the numbers, the metrics, and for those who know me, you know anyway, the metrics. Whatever. I was blown away when I saw this, and I'm really energized by that. So I'm hoping that this book is going to be meaningful for people. And yes, the numbers are great and the bestseller status and all that good stuff, but I really hope that people get this, take something from it, and just enjoy and have some laughs. And above all else, so hopefully be inspired to think about your own path. And if you want to write that book, the one thing that I want to remind people of, if you haven't been following me or my content over the past few months, is this started literally at the end of April. It started beginning April when I gave the talk, but at the end of April this year, I decided to write this book draft, wrote a book draft in May. And then from there, June, July, basically edited, tweaked it, and then got my cover established. And then here we are now. So August, and it takes things kind of, a few bumps in the road, but overall, amazing learning experience. And if you want to make something like this happen for yourself, I want to share with you it's realistic, everyone, because this is not the book I talked about a year ago wanting to write. This is different. And I made it happen in just a few months. So it is possible. So think bigger and think just brighter and bolder. I'm G and I'm done speaking.
I love it. I love it. The clubhouse send off, And it's just so true that it's like, sometimes I think we just really get hung up on, oh, I got to write the great American novel. And it's like, it's like, no, just start with a baby book. I did, that was my first book, was a baby book. And then it had a little brother or sister a couple months later. And, I've now written 3 books in less than a year. So, it's just amazing what you can do. And there's already another one in the works. So get ready for that, but I'm not going to crash your party with my stuff.
Wait,
So,
no. Wait,
ah,
that's the thing. We need to support each other here. And I know, Volt has got something coming out soon. Again, Volt has already written her book. There's other people in comments I know who shared, oh, I've thought of writing a book. I've thought of this, or I want to do that, or I've started. And that's the thing. Just get started. It's amazing what you can do. And again, the book is great, but it's just the feeling of accomplishing something, especially for people who are in career transition or going through whatever they're going through in the job search and wanting to add value in a different way. It's just a great way to focus on something positive and productive and have control of something that, otherwise everything else is chaos around you. This is an amazing opportunity to think differently. So I
yes.
highly recommend it. If you've thought about it, it's there. The book is there. And you've told me that too, Jillian. Like, that's
Yep.
just the world.
I agree 100%, 100%. And it is lovely. I love this. Holly is saying the author, my amazing friend, the author. And I think there is something very special. I noticed you already put that in your headline, G. You're just like, I'm an author now.
So I will say this really quickly because people get hung up on, job titles over the years and they sometimes turn down. I've seen it in HR just from colleagues. They'll not take um, a VP, or I'm sorry, they won't take a director position because it's not a VP position, or whatever the title is. Forget the role scope. It's the title people get hung up on. I've never been hung up on titles in my life, but I will say this. This is the one title in my life that I really wanted to have. I thought someday I want to be an author, a legit author. And I made it happen. And I'm feeling it today. So, and the fact that I am technically a best-selling author now, that's gravy. And I wouldn't have known that. So thank you for sharing those stats with me again today, Joel. And
You're
thanks
welcome.
everyone for being here to celebrate.
Agreed, agreed. And look at that. Tegan just snagged her copy. So that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
just awesome. And I love it. I love it. And just everybody, I'm just whipping through the comments now because I just want to make sure that we get everybody who took the time to write one up on screen. Now we got people that want autographs. You're going to have to do some coffee dates, and you're going to have to say, if you live in the Dallas metroplex, Dallas Fort, and it is a metroplex. I'm amazed. I'm here in Fort Worth, and it's just like this is a big place. It's like I thought Dallas was big. This metroplex is huge. But you're gonna have to tell people you got to come for coffee if you want my autograph. I love it. I love it. And I love it because you guys are friends and you actually do meet for coffee. So that's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I'm whipping through these comments because I just want to make sure we get everybody up on the screen as we're closing out. Look at that. Michelle has dropped a link to your video, which is awesome. And by the way, G, tell people about your website, because you have a book page on your website that has links to the book, and it has your videos and the why I wrote this book, and it has this Disrupt HR video in there as well. So this is fabulous. But thank you for dropping that link, Michelle. Do you want to say anything about your website?
Michelle is just phenomenal. So thank you, Michelle. And yes, you can go to my my book page on my website. I'm pretty happy because I finally got something up there. But yes, it's goldensynergytouch.com/book, I believe is what it is. So please, yeah, we need to check that. But yes, if you go to goldensynergytouch.com, I can't speak, goldensynergytouch.com, there is a tab there for books. So thank you. So yes,
Is that right?
You can do that, and the pricing again, it'll go up after today to $3.99 for the Kindle, and then the $9.99 is standard for the paperback because you can't really reduce that. I've learned a lot of things from this process, by the way, but for 99 cents today, everyone, encourage your friends, or unlimited, Kindle Unlimited, I guess you can get for free. Go out there today and get it. Snag a copy, share with people, have some laughs. Thank you, Michelle.
Here,
So
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the link, the Amazon code again. Let me get that. There we go. Here is on Amazon. As you see, you can just, if you have a phone, you can just scan that thing and I'll go right to the Kindle version. And that's the one that's 99 cents is the Kindle version today. Of course, you're welcome to buy the paperback as well. But the special today is the Kindle version's 99 cents. What's the normal price, G? When it goes up? What's it going up to? Is it
for the Kindle
$2.99?
price, it's $3.99.
$3.99. Okay,
And
so that's
oh,
significant savings.
and the other thing I want to add really quickly too, so it's not just about the 7 ways and chapters and such. There's some really slick resources out there, so you'll have to check it out. But for example, you'll see something for Gallup, you'll see something for UMapp, you'll have video links. So there's different resources, color graphics, because I love color. I'm a very big visual person, so I incorporated some of those slides from my presentation into the book. So that's where a lot of that comes from. So I encourage you to go check out the video, check out the book. And then if you want to follow, connect on LinkedIn, I'm truly blessed today, Jillian. I don't even have any more words other than thank you to every single person who took the time to show up for me today and for this party with you. And Jillian, I think the world of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And look at this. Your peeps are popping in the links, and that's just amazing that this is what friends do to support each other. They go in, they pop in the links, they just do all sorts of amazing things. They're out, they're buying the books or, and share the word. Share the word. If the book is not right for you, just share the word and let people know, because it's just awesome that we can get this out to whoever needs it. And that's the important thing. You want to get this out to whoever needs this book. So G, I'm going to just get us down to final words of wisdom here before we close out today. So obviously go take advantage of today's deal, but any final words of wisdom that you want to share with everybody before we head on out?
Get started. Take step number 1, because whether it's writing a book or whatever it is that has been hot on the brain, that is gnawing at you, whatever it is, I encourage you, we're going into the weekend, if you can carve even 15, 20 minutes to sit down with yourself and think about your intention going forward and how that can impact your life. And goes back to that whole, a year from now, you'll wish you'd started today. I started writing a book a year ago. I literally started dabbling more into something that I've been wanting to do for years. But I set it aside to focus on this, and within a few months, boom. I never thought I would be here today, but I'm blown away by what I saw I could do for myself. And I want everyone to have that feeling. So yes, it's amazing to have a book and have the title and the status and all that, but there's nothing better than saying that you feel you accomplished something really significant to move yourself in that forward direction. So that's my 2 cents.
I love it. And publishing can be easy peasy. You don't have to go out and do $1 million publishing.
And by the way, Jillian and her husband, Devin, the best self-publishing team around. And I'm happy to have that conversation with anybody. If you're interested, I can't shout this lady out loudly enough. And the publishing piece, if you want to make it happen, that's what they do. And they're amazing at it. And I'm happy to. Reasonably priced too, I should add too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before you make any big decisions, talk to me, talk to Jillian, and we'd love to help you.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So we'll end with some confetti, a little bit of confetti. We've got stars. We've got some balloons. We got all sorts of stuff to just say this was really, really fun. Thank you, everybody that is supporting G today. Let's get her to #1 on that Hot New Louise. Just going from 2 to 1. That would, I think, just totally make her day. So anyways, thank you, everybody, for being here. And congratulations, G. Well deserved. Well deserved. Pat yourself on the back. So here we go, folks, from Satan. I have to practice these things. There we go. Here's the book. Here's the book. I love it. I love it. Okay. So have a great weekend, everyone. And once again, G, congratulations.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Bye.